This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, there's a simple number you can dial for information on a number of important topics that can improve and save lives in our community. Welcome to the show that presents local information in beautiful high definition. I'm Ken Kara. Thank you for watching. Let's get right to our headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The Luzerne County Prison was in lockdown on Monday night after an altercation left a corrections officer and an inmate dead. The altercation occurred around 6:30 on Monday evening, and officials only described it as brief. The identity of the corrections officer has not been released. Tracy Gilliam is the inmate, and he's believed to be 27 years old. Luzerne County Manager Charles Pedri says there will be an internal investigation, and then they will see what changes have to be made at the prison. They will also release more information at that time. A new company is coming to the McAdoo Industrial Park. Forrester Environmental will move from Bloomsburg to the industrial park and become the 12th business located there. Forrester provides professional remedial services for asbestos, mold, and lead. Vice President of Candu Incorporated, Joe Latier, says no hazardous materials will be stored in the company's 8,000 square foot facility they are constructing on 8 acres of land. He adds that they are retaining 25 jobs and there is potential for more jobs in the future. The state of Pennsylvania is investing in centers of excellence to combat opioid-related substance use disorders. Governor Tom Wolf and State Department of Human Services Secretary Ted Dallas visited 2 centers on Monday. Dallas says centers of excellence don't just treat the person's addiction, they treat the entire person by using behavioral health, primary care, and FDA-approved medication to curb cravings and manage withdrawal symptoms. He adds that this improves the odds of recovery. Here's what Wolf had to say on Monday.
This is important because Pennsylvania has a real problem. It's a serious problem, and it's a medical epidemic. Last year, 3,300 Pennsylvanians that we know of died of drug overdose. 3,300. This is a tragic problem that affects too many families, too many people throughout Pennsylvania, and something we can do something about. And so we need to do something about it, and we started in this last budget. The point is that Pennsylvania has a problem. We need to address it, and that's exactly what the Commonwealth intends to do. And again, this is a bipartisan thing. All of us in Harrisburg recognize that this is a problem that affects people all across the Commonwealth, and that's why the search for the effective solutions that we know we need has to be a bipartisan one.
The Wolf administration got funding in the 2016-17 budget to open 20 centers of excellence in the state by October. Day 1 of the Republican National Convention is in the books, and our political analyst and Republican delegate Rick Morelli sent us some video from Cleveland. One of the speakers was Mary Ann Mendoza, whose son was killed by an illegal immigrant. Her son, Brandon Mendoza, was a police sergeant in Mesa, Arizona. She says Donald Trump is the change the country needs, adding that he has open eyes and open ears, and he has his fingers on the pulse of what's happening in America. The illegal immigrant that killed her son was drunk and driving the wrong way on a highway, according to a Trump campaign press release. The Democratic National Convention starts in Philadelphia on July 25th. In a release, they called Donald Trump's convention divisive and claim it includes dangerous ideas that pose a threat to the country's economy and security. The Democrats released a list of speakers for their convention, and that includes Anthem Moore from Philadelphia, who started a nonprofit group that brings awareness to the public about gun violence and also educates young people on the topic. This year's Democratic Convention will be held at the Wells Fargo Center. Smartphones can do amazing things. Yes, catching Pokemon is fun, but you can do so much more. Lisa Sugart is joined by the Schuylkill United Way's Director of Community Relations with some very important information about a service called 211.
We've talked about it in the past, but now it is fully operational 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm talking about 211, and that is Health and Human Services via Schuylkill County. So here to tell us all about it and how it works and what it's used for is Michelle Halabura. She is the Director of Community Relations for the Schuylkill United Way. Michelle, this is really a life-saving line, I guess you would call it, 211. Tell everybody what it really is.
211 is a free health and human service call line. And what it does, it connects people 24/7 to a live operator who can help direct them to the health and human service that they may need. It's great from everything, from child care to elder care. You can just dial in your phone 211 and be connected to a live operator who is qualified to help refer you to agencies that you may not be aware of. A new problem you may have in your life, you may not even know where to turn. So 211 is there to help for that.
And this was needed, I would gather, because people maybe didn't know where to go, what agency to contact for various things. Is that how the need came about for this?
That's correct. A lot of counties have information referral lines. And Schuylkill County did not have that previously to 211. And so we're very thankful to have 211 up and running because it offers that helpline for people so they don't have to call 5 different agencies to try to find the help that they need. That's the last thing we want, is to have somebody who is in need of food to have to call to 6 different places to find a place that can help them, connect them to a food pantry. And so we hope to streamline those health and human service resources through 211.
What's been the feedback, and have you been getting a lot of calls?
So we have been getting a lot of calls. Before we were even officially up and running, we were actually getting calls from people who lived in other parts of the state and were used to having the 211 service available. And so we've had great reception from people, who've called our office, and we say, you know what, dial 211. They're trained professionals. They can help guide you to the services that you need. We always say call back if you don't get what you want. If you don't get what you need, we don't ever have callbacks. It's been really great, and there's more information on our website. And we actually also on our website have a list of statistics. You can actually see quarterly how many people are calling and what people are calling for.
Is there one thing in particular that is in need, like when you said food?
Food, yes. Essential services such as food and shelter. It's definitely a big need, and we do see a spike, in the winter months. And so yes, it is a need. And, when we talk about satisfying need in the county, it's important for people to be aware that, it's not the same people coming back for help. People find themselves in bad financial situations, in need of childcare if their shifts change, and this is, new people needing new things, as well as, people that have various levels of problems needing help. And so 211 is a great way to find different levels of assistance for different needs.
All right, so if you need help, you're living in Schuylkill County, and you're not sure where to go, the place to go is dial 211. They will point you in the right direction and get you the help you need.
As always, thank you, Lisa. The Hazleton Area High School Sports Shooting Club won their first team national championship. We'll tell you all about it in sports. Plus, this Shenandoah Valley High School grad won a national championship. We'll find out what he did. Plus, we'll talk with this pool champion. So many champions on the news. Stay tuned.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
I am very pleased to welcome to our studios today 3 Girl Scouts from our area, junior Girl Scouts, who are working on a very impressive badge in Girl Scouting. And they're going to tell us all about their wonderful project that is benefiting Brandon's Forever Home, a cause that is very close to the hearts here at SSPTV. I'd like to introduce you to the young ladies. Madison Leffler is to my right. She's 11 years old and a junior Girl Scout with Troop 30358, and that's in Hazleton. Also here with her is her sister Brianna Leffler, who is 9 years old, and their good friend Sarah Greco, who is 10 years old. I'm going to start with you, Madison. This is an interesting project that you were working on. First of all, why did you want to do? You're going for a bronze award. Why did you want to do that?
Because,
It's a pretty big award in Scouting. Isn't it a lot to do?
yes,
Yeah. But you wanted to do it.
yeah,
And you don't have to do this award, right? You just volunteered and said, we're going to do this.
yeah, we did.
That's pretty cool because it's not required that they have to do it, but they decided they wanted to earn a bronze award. So, Brianna, this bronze award, what exactly is it?
It's to help foster kids in need.
Okay. Well, the award is the highest award you can get for a junior Girl Scout, and your project to get it is to help the foster kids in need, right? So you picked Brandon's Forever Home, right?
Yeah, yes,
And why did you want to do that?
because we wanted to help all foster kids in need.
Okay. Okay. So you had a really good cause in your heart and you really wanted to do this. So I guess, Sarah, tell us a little bit about what your project is that you're doing to help Brandon's Forever Home.
We're trying to get the word out, and we go to local stores to tell people about Brandon's Forever Home.
So you think there's people out there, they don't know that Brandon's Home exists, right? So you want them to know what it is, and you're trying to get the word out. So you brought some things with you today. What'd you bring?
We brought a storyboard, a brochure, and a photo album.
And you're taking that with you when you go places?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you do with those things when you're out somewhere? Pretend like right now you were out somewhere. What do you do with all those?
We show them to the people to get them to know what Brandon's Forever Home and what it looks like inside.
And you told me that people wanted to even donate money because you guys were so good at it, right?
Yes.
But you said what?
We're not taking donations.
They're not taking donations, they're just getting the word out. So that's really awesome. So I hope those people that were trying to offer donations called Brandon's Forever Home to make a donation. So what do they do when they see these 3 girls from the Girl Scouts out and about? What do you want them to do?
We want them to ask questions about Brandon's Forever Home.
All right. So you heard it. They have the answers. You just need to ask the questions. And you want to donate too, right? What do you want them to donate?
Clothes, non-perishable food, and toys.
How about that? The kids in the foster care system, they want to collect items for them, so please help them out. We have all the information up on your screen for Brandon's Forever Home, and when you see these young ladies out and about, say thank you for the job they're doing. And girls, I'm going to congratulate you early on your Bronze Award because I know you're going to get it. I know you didn't get it yet, but I think you will, and so we say congratulations for their great job.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
The weather outside is weather. What movie is that from? I'll tell you after our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low in the mid-50s. Wednesday looks nice, sunny, not too hot, high of 77. Wednesday night will be clear with a low of 58 degrees. Thursday, sunny and hot, high near 83. Thursday night, partly cloudy, low of 66. On Friday, a mostly sunny day with a high in the mid-80s. Friday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, 30% chance, partly cloudy, low of 70. On Saturday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 9 a.m., mostly sunny, high of 87. Saturday night, partly cloudy, low of 69. The weather outside is weather is a quote from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
Our home of the week on FYI is located at 156 Country Club Drive in beautiful Eagle Rock Resort, and location is everything. This condo is on the number 6 fairway green and on the golf course and across the street from the ski slopes. This is a first floor unit that has 2 bedrooms and 2 baths, a spacious living room, dining area, laundry and kitchen, and a 1-car garage. Outside, you have a 45 by 10 deck with 3 ceiling fans overlooking the golf course. Just bring your clothes and food because it's completely furnished for $195,000. Call Diane for more details at 570-956-3323 or 570-384-1362. Lottery numbers up: pick 2, 58, pick 3, 394, pick 4, 6871, pick 5, 17073. Still a lot coming your way. The Sportscast after the break and Law Talk right now.
Viewer question: how do you challenge someone's claim to the decedent's property?
Well, that doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. And to the family of the decedent, it's a very important issue. I could just relate to you one particular incident that we had where the decedent had a rather large IRA account with a brokerage firm, and when we contacted that brokerage firm, they said, "Oh no, we're paying this to this other person who was not even a family member." And we said, "Wait a minute, now get us some proof on that the decedent named them the beneficiary on that account." What they provided to us, we didn't think was particularly sustainable. So what we did is we had to file, and in the same situation, you would have to file a petition in the Orphans Court Division. This particular case was here in Luzerne County. We got our witnesses together, including an expert in account management, and we went to a trial. And we had a trial before the Orphans Court judge, who decided that, in fact, we were right, the brokerage house was wrong, and ordered the brokerage house to pay the account to our client, who was the decedent's son. As I said, it doesn't happen too often, but certainly it's an important issue. And if it does happen, you can't just rely on what you are told, particularly if it's something that's odd or different or something you don't agree with. And if you don't agree with, you must ask for documented proof that it was the intent of the decedent to have that account go by beneficiary designation to someone outside the family.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
This is Dylan Spohr from McAdoo, doing very, very well with playing pool. And we had much different upbringings with this. So when I was little, I had a 3-in-1 tournament table. It had hockey, it had ping pong, and it had a little pool table. And I was god-awful, still am. You're winning championships now. Very young, 15 years old. And if I get this wrong, correct me, but just won at the Grandmaster A level 9 and 10 ball champion for the North American Pool Shooters Association. That's right.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful. That's a lot going on right there. Let's talk about how you got into this at first. You're only 15 years old. It seems like it runs in the family over there in McAdoo, but how did you first start playing? What's your earliest memories even?
I started playing when I was 5, just rolling balls around, learning. My brother taught me a little bit and then got better and then got out there, and then a lot of other people taught me how to play.
Who's your brother?
Timothy Spohr Jr.
Okay. So you learned from there, and I mean, can rolling the balls around, I mean, were you doing it with the stick, without the sticks? I remember being little and I would just roll the balls on the table.
I did it with.
Okay, with. And what did you learn? What were some like key lessons early on in your life that you took away from the pool table?
Hit the center of the cue ball, my stance.
So take me to this big national competition. Now, where was this held?
King of Prussia, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so you go down there. There are a lot of people, and you're the youngest guy. So describe kind of what it's like, what it looks like. I mean, is there a bunch of tables set up?
There was 100 tables set up. Not nervous or anything, just shoot.
A typical day, I mean, when you're coming home from school, what is it like? How often are you hitting the pool table?
5-6 hours.
No kidding. So yeah, what do you improve upon? I mean, it seems like you're at a high level. So what are you working on right now?
Cut shots and straight shots, just anything.
What's a cut shot?
Cut shot is when you have a cue ball here and a ball on the rail and you cut it in.
Nice.
At a 90-degree angle.
What's the coolest shot you've made? Can you remember? I mean, take a moment, think about it. What was the coolest thing where you're like, yeah, that happened?
When I hit the point and it went right up the rail.
Nice. Do you remember when that was?
Nope.
But you remember it happening.
Yeah.
Talk about your family a little bit. So you said it's your brother, and talk about the family of pool. I mean, are you guys competitive when you are playing? What's it like within the household?
We're competitive. You know, we don't give each other shots.
So you just met Dylan Spohr, who's winning on a national level. On Monday, we told you about 2 local men who won an international dart competition with Team USA. And now I have to tell you about another major championship. What a summer. A team representing the Hazleton Area High School won the Scholastic Clay Target Program Trap Shooting National Championship. They went to a shoot-off with a team from Iowa and got the victory in Ohio. Patrick Darrow, Thomas Facile, and John Cybulish hit 196 of 200 targets before the shootout. Brian Soroka nailed 195 and Paige Thomas hit 194. In the shoot-off, they all hit a perfect 25 of 25. In all, 16 Cougars were a part of the team, and the top 5 scores counted. Darrow, his sister Megan, and Cybulish took 3rd in the skeet shooting competition. We are reaching out to them and trying to get some members of the team on FYI in the very near future so we can hear from them. Speaking of champions, the Valley East Little League 11 and 12-year-old All-Star team won the District 18 championship, and they fought to the very end at the Section 6 tournament. This is our FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. Valley East lost in the elimination bracket final against Warwick on Monday. Bryce Molinaro had 2 home runs and a double in the loss for Valley East. In the International League, the Rail Riders lost to Charlotte, and the Cubs in Major League Baseball, they beat the Mets on Monday. And that, my friends, is the end of the Sportscast. Happy Wing Night. It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, a free community luncheon will be hosted by the Holy Rosary Parish of Hazleton. Lunch will be served Saturday, August 13th from 10:30 a.m. to noon at Catholic Social Services, 214 West Walnut Street in Hazleton. All are welcome to attend, and the parish would like to thank the Hazleton Rotary Club and the Weinberg Northeast Regional Food Bank. Our next announcement, Holy Door Mission Friary in Sybertsville will be holding a Pilgrimage for Peace Sunday, August 7th. We'll be having Matins food service, liturgy, children's program, spiritual talk, vespers, and more. For information, please call 570-788-1212 extension 400 or email holydoormission@gmail.com. And one more announcement, the Laurel Mall will be holding a blood drive for the American Red Cross. On Friday, July 22nd, the American Red Cross would like to remind residents that blood donations are urgently needed. To schedule an appointment or for additional information, please call 570-455-9517 or check out redcrossblood.org. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Pasquale Manganelli of Sugarloaf Township. Mass is Thursday at 10 a.m. in the Good Shepherd Church. Friends may call Thursday at the church from 9 to 10 a.m. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Beverly Ann Hyde of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Harmon Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is John Churko of Frackville. John, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
And finally, a member of the Shenandoah Valley High School class of 2016 won a gold medal at a national competition. Kevin Graff Jr. took first place at the Skills USA Championship in Power Equipment Technology. For the past 3 years, he's also been a student in small engine technology at the Schuylkill Technology Center's North Campus. He told the Standard Speaker about the competition, saying there's a judge at each station who gives you a task and you must prepare it and diagnose the issue and explain what you're doing. I barely explained that. So good job to him. Congratulations. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Paul McCartney in The Sweetest Place on Earth, Hershey. If you're going, have fun tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.
You never really know when it begins.
Only that joint pain starts to take control.
You become a spectator of your own life. Then you realize it's time.
Take back your time with Coordinated Health.